every single country in Europe, I was there promoting Boogyman. That shit, it was going crazy. I wouldn't say it was easy, you know, but like, you know, maybe it was because of my background, coming from Africa, coming from having nothing, you know, no shoes, living on a farm, walking from a farm with a carrying bucket of water on your head for miles and miles, and going through all that. You know what I mean? So like, you were used to the hard life. You know, you were used to like, you know, tough shit. So none really could really penetrate your skin. You know, so growing up, and although we faced a lot of, you know, stuff, but we never that never really got to us, like, you know, because we were like, just to be in Ireland alone and just to see a different way of life. Like, you got to see like electricity, you know, you got to go to school, you have shoes on your feet, you got nice clothes to wear, now you got phone. So all that's like, you will endure anything.
And your mom and dad were there with you too?
No.
Like I said, I was smuggled.
Yeah. Can we just let's get into that right now? I want to know.
Shit.
Yeah, go for it.
So when we were younger, you know, I came from a very poor family, you know, and I got 5 brothers and 1 sister, and the oldest brother he made it into Europe somehow. Yeah. Maybe he probably walked or by, I don't know, he did, but he did it, you know, and we lost contact. We never heard from him, you know. So when I was 9, so my mother and my dad, they decided to send myself and another brother of mine, it's like 2 years older than me, to Europe for better education, better life, you know, of course, so we can go out there, you know, maybe get a good job, and we can come back home and, you know, change their life someday, you know. So, and there's no way, we've no document or nothing. This is Africa. This is a home where you have nothing, you know. So my mother was able to find a stranger, and we were provided with fake name, fake passport. Now I can't get in trouble because I'm Irish citizen now, so it's all good. So we were provided with fake name, fake passport, and this stranger, he brought myself and my brother to Ireland and just dropped us off at an immigration door. It's just a good luck.
How old?
No English, no nothing. I was 9 years old. Wow. So good luck. So when the immigration took us in, you know, they were trying to ask us questions, but we had no English. We don't understand what the heck they were talking about. We just told them that we have a brother here, find him, you know. So somehow they was able to locate our brother that was in Ireland back then. It was like, what the heck? So he was able to locate us, he found us, and he took us in, and he became our guardian.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
do you, because I have a lot of family in Nigeria on both my mom and my dad's side. Do you still keep in contact with a lot of family over there? Are they trying to get, because we still have some family that's trying to get over here. It's a process. So do you still keep in contact with a lot of family?
I talk to my parents every day. I'm my older brothers, you know.
How do they feel about what you're doing now, being such like a, honestly, like you have
Celebrity.
millions of followers. Yeah, you're a celebrity.
I mean at the start, you know, when my because the goal was, you know, she sent us over to go to college to get a good job and become a doctor. You know how it is. African home. You either become a doctor or you're a failure. If you miss out on become a doctor, you're done. You're back in. You know, they disown you. You know, so what actually stopped me from going to college, you know, I was actually pretty good in school because I studied hard because I knew what my mission was. You know, my mission was to become great, and so I can go home and help my family out. You know, I studied hard. I got the course that I wanted to do in college. I was accepted, but I couldn't go because back then I didn't have my Irish citizenship. With Irish citizenship, you get some sort of a government support, so you can go to college for free. You know, but because I didn't have the Irish citizenship and I wasn't eligible for it, that sort of grant, so there was nothing else to do. So I started to focus on personal training, you know, working out, and then a year or two later, my friend forced me to compete. You know, that's when I did my first show. So when my parents heard what I'm doing, they went crazy. They're like, "What are you doing? You're wasting your time and this and that." And after my first show, you know, I got a great feedback. It's like, "Yo, do this again. You got a great, you know, you got a great future ahead of you." So I did it after that, and I started to represent Ireland all over Europe. Then I knew what I wanted to do for a living. I'm like, "Yo, I think this is my calling. Even though my parent does not agree with it, they didn't talk to me for like 2-3 years. But that didn't stop me from working because I believe in my power. I knew exactly where I'm going with this.
Hey, I know you're enjoying this clip, but listen up. We have this beef company, Piedmontese Beef, that no matter what diet you're doing, whether it's low fat, high fat, carnivore, keto, whatever, they have perfect cuts that are going to fit your diet perfectly. And the cool thing, Andrew, less connective tissue, so you're not going to have those gristly, nasty things that you have to spit out when you eat beef.
That's what those are?
That's what those are.
Oh, and Piedmontese doesn't have that.
They don't have that because the cows are jacked, lack of connective tissue, buttery when you cut into it. Amazing taste. So, Andrew, how can they get some Piedmontese?
Yes, sir. It's over at Piedmontese.com. That's Piedmontese.com. At checkout, enter promo code POWER for 25% off your order. And if your order is $150 or more, you get free 2-day shipping. Again, that's at Piedmontese.com, promo code POWER. Let's go ahead and get back to this podcast.
So, but now they watch all my videos and they see me everywhere, so they're happy now because I take care of them,
That's amazing. And how did you make your way to America?
So in 2018, there was a company I was working with, throughout my amateur year. I was with them for 5 years, the Polish brand, so I came out with 2017, I started the whole social media. I started marketing the Boogyman. And Boogyman became very popular in Europe. Everybody was calling me Boogie everywhere. So we had to launch a pre-workout called the Boogyman with my face on it. And I was with this company for 5 years, and everything looks good at the start. There was nothing signed, but everything looks good on the paper. Like this is the people you've been with for 5 years. You think y'all are family and this and that. And somehow we launched the product without signing any no paperwork, and I was promised a lot of things. Everything looks great. Even I picked out a card I was gonna pick up when that first check comes in. And so after we launched a product, I did a tour of Europe, all over Europe, every single country in Europe. I was there promoting Boogyman. That shit, it was going crazy, So when they finally sent me the final contract, and I noticed that they have the Boogyman because I was young, made a mistake. You make mistakes when you're young, and I didn't know too much about business, so I never trademarked the Boogyman. So what they did was they trademarked the Boogyman to the company. And then when my lawyer discovered that the contract they gave me actually gave me zero right to the product, and then my lawyer did a quick research and she discovered that they have the trademark. I was like, yo, y'all gotta give me back my trademark before I can sign any and we're selling all over Europe. Product looks great. And then so they were like, nah, we're not gonna give you the trademark. We came up with the name. What? Y'all came up with the name? I'm the Boogeyman. So, and they didn't expect me to work because they're my main income, So they're just trying to bully me to sign a contract. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna sign it. I'm gonna walk it, So I left, and then a couple of months later, I went to my first ever Olympiad. That's when I met Aaron Singerman, Red Kawan, and I told him I'm a big fan of the brand. It's not like I want to work or whatever. And then 2 weeks later, back in Ireland, he hit me up. He goes, what do you think about collabing with us? I was like, okay, what does that look like? I said, the contract looks great. And they flew me over to Florida. Second time in USA. First time in Florida. I was like, yo, this place is paradise. And they asked me, would you want to move? I'm like, hell yeah. So I went home, and that was it. Been over here since, Wow. So it's been a dream, man. Like they said, everything happened for a reason,
Hey, wait, before you go, you got this far. That means that you've enjoyed the heat that we're continuing to bring you. So listen, like the video, comment something down below. We'll reply back, and subscribe to the channel because we continue to bring you the heat. Seriously, do it. Love you. Bye.